Forget the quiet greens and gentle applause you might associate with golf. The year 2023 was anything but silent in the golfing world, thanks in large part to Jon Rahm. He was a man on a mission this year, from his emotional faces making headlines to adding some serious PGA Tour wins. Rahm's journey this season was fun to watch. He's not just another guy on the course anymore, but a green jacket legend. Today on Good Bokeh Golf, we're stepping into the story of Jon Rahm, covering how his 2023 season unfolded, from his triumphs to his challenges, and what lies ahead in the fairways of 2024. So without further ado, let's swing into the world of Rahm. If golf seasons were novels, then Jon Rahm's 2023 would be a bestseller, each chapter filled with goods that keep you on the edge of your seat. With a scoring average that had statisticians double-checking their calculators and earnings that made bank managers swoon, he wasn't just on the leaderboard, he was the leader. His scoring average was a remarkable 69 throughout the first 10 tournaments, and he managed to hold it throughout the season. Talk about an attractive number. We see what you're doing there, Johnny boy. But in all seriousness, Rahm's ability to maintain this consistency is what ultimately led to his success in 2023, especially early on. By April, he had already won 4 tournaments, including the Sentry Tournament of Champions, the American Express, and the Genesis Invitational. Rahm also secured 3 top 15 finishes in this 4-month span. But the highlight of his early season success came when he won the prestigious Masters tournament with a standout final score of 12 under par. Best part, he shot 69 in his final round. Safe to say, we get it, buddy. No need to brag. The nearest opponents were both 4 shots away at 8 under. This 4-shot lead by the end of the tournament showed just how well he played, earning him the famous green jacket and a special place in golf history, just like the Spanish legend Seve Ballesteros did 40 years before him. Then there was the Mexican Open. His scorching form in the 2023 season continued as he tied his career-low PGA Tour round and set a new course record at the Mexican Open at Vidanta Vallarta with a stunning 61. This performance, which included a 6 under 29 on the front 9 and 4 additional birdies on the back, put him in the final group for Sunday. Rahm's round was nearly even more historic, having shot to score a 59, but settled for par on the 18th. This round was part of a season where he aimed to be the first player with 5 PGA Tour wins before May since Johnny Miller in 1974. But unfortunately for him, his opponent had other plans. Even with a final score of 21 under, Rahm did not beat Tony Finau, who finished with a final score of 24 under. This fantastic start meant that Rahm, only 4 months into the year, had to sit down with his mental coach, Joseba del Carmen, to set new objectives because he was achieving his original goals much faster than he expected. Rahm's winning streak wasn't just a flash in the pan, it was part of a consistent run of form that saw him win 7 times, finish in the top 10 15 times, and not miss a single cut in 24 events since his win the previous year in Mexico. Rahm's ability to exceed his own expectations and the need to reset his goals mid-season is a clear indicator of his exceptional talent and hard work this past year. His early performance set a high bar for the rest of the year as he continued to aim for success on the PGA Tour and beyond. Rahm's mental game, his ability to envision success and grasp it, became as much a part of his toolkit as his irons and woods. He continued this performance with a staggering 10 top 10 finishes out of 20 events. Rahm's presence on the leaderboard was practically a constant. The financial rewards were equally impressive, with Rahm pocketing a cool $16.5 million in prize money, a figure that not only reflects his success in golf, but also the high stakes of modern professional golf. But 2023 did, in fact, throw a curveball at us when the golfing world found out about the announcement of the TGL, a flashy new league led by Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. This league was set to be a big deal, and naturally, everyone thought Jon Rahm would be part of the show, but Rahm, with a cool head and clear eyes, decided to bow out. His reason? Just 49 words that packed a huge punch. I am thankful for the opportunity, but I have decided not to participate. I believe in the PGA Tour and the direction it is going. I'm excited about the future of the game and my place in it. This wasn't Rahm being rebellious, just maybe a little more realistic. A league played indoors on a screen inside a stadium doesn't seem the same as playing on a course. And while the golfing world may need some change, not everyone is in for it. And while Jon Rahm didn't say it directly, it's clear that his heart just wasn't all that into virtual reality games. Instead, he put his family first, wanting to spend precious time with them. Maybe Tiger should learn a thing or two. And his respect for the PGA Tour wasn't just talk, it was deep and real. He saw its value, its history, and its future, and he wanted to be part of that long term, not something new and untested. This is also coming off a historic year for him and winning the Masters, so is it really a surprise he bowed out? In a year where he could have chased the spotlight, Rahm chose his own path. It was a bold move, but for those who've watched him rise, it wasn't surprising. Rahm plays the long game in life and on the course. He knows his worth, knows where he stands, and he sticks to it. As we look back at Rahm's 2023, this choice stands out. It tells us who he is as a player and a person. And as we tee up for 2024, it's clear Rahm's game is about more than just golf. It's about making decisions that stay true to who he is. So what does 2024 hold for Jon Rahm? The fairways ahead are ripe with potential for more than just birdies and eagles. There's a chance to carve out a legacy that could help him redefine Spanish golf. After a year where he's left footprints across the winter circles of the world, the question on everyone's lips isn't whether Rahm will win, but rather how much and where. The upcoming year presents a landscape dotted with both familiar changes and new frontiers. Rahm's form, a blend of raw power and precision, sets him up as a force to be reckoned with. Yet the true test will be how he navigates the evolving dynamics of professional golf, with its shifting tournaments and the emergence of rival leagues vying for the spotlight. Will he stay true to the PGA Tour for good, or will other rival tours succeed in poaching him to theirs? Rahm's path in 2024 will be no doubt fun to watch. The competition is set to be fierce, with more young guns coming up and seasoned pros alike aiming for the top. But Rahm has shown a knack for turning obstacles into opportunities. Whether adapting to new courses or adjusting to the pressures that come with being at the top of the sport, his mental game is as much a part of his arsenal as his driver and his putter. And there you have it. Jon Rahm's 2023 was a masterclass in golfing. As we look to the future, it's clear that Rahm's influence on the greens will be as impactful as a perfectly struck drive. The coming year is a canvas, and if Rahm's past is a preview, then we're all in for a spectacular display of skill ahead. Here's to 2024, where the story of Jon Rahm continues and the world watches, perhaps one of the greatest to ever play the game. And that is another round of Good Bogey Golf. Golf for busy people, where we've got your back, keeping you in the loop no matter how tight your schedule is. Don't forget to swing that like button, share this video with your fellow golf enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for quick and easy golf updates. Remember, time may be short, but the game is long. Stay ahead of the curve with Good Bogey Golf. Thanks for watching, keep your eye on the ball, and we'll see you next time.